Let's quickly watch this clip together.
As a woman, you should never ever help a man build, and here's why. Stop letting people glorify the struggle story where a woman sacrifices her soul, her mind, her health to help a man become.
Never, ever build with a man unless you are an architect and that is your business partner and you're going to get that paycheck, you're going to get that contract deal.
So hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Joy. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. So today we're going to be looking at various stories of women that have built men in the past, and they realized that that was one of the biggest mistakes of their lives because those men ended up leaving them for another woman. So let's look at this story together. I will come back and talk about it.
Let me tell you why you never build a man. I want you to learn from my mistakes. I built a man from nothing into about to be partner in big law at what's regularly recognized as the best litigation firm in the country, only to be discarded like trash in the end. So story time. I married my soon-to-be ex-husband when we were in undergraduate. I also had aspirations of going to law school. He said, no, we can't afford 2 law school educations. It's just not going to work. And I said, okay, yeah, that seems to make sense.
So basically she had to be the sacrificial lamb, had to sacrifice her law education for him to go to law school while she stayed behind as the sacrificial wife. Red flag number 1. But let's keep watching.
And I was also socialized from a young age that I'm the supportive wife, I raise the kids, I stay home, and that if I gave him my years and sacrifice and love and loyalty, that he would reward me and take care of me and keep the boat steady when I got older. Super funny, right? So there were always signs of things to come. And I would say the biggest red flags really started popping up after I discovered I was pregnant with our twins. That was the first time I called a domestic violence hotline because I was dysregulated by the horrific way he was treating me.
That is because he knows you're not going anywhere. You have a child for him. From my previous videos, we talked about how men trap women with pregnancy. They know that once you have that baby, you're automatically trapped with them. It means he knows you're not going anywhere. That's why he would start treating you like trash just when you get pregnant for him.
The clinician asked me some questions. I explained that his parents are going through a divorce at the time. And she said, you know what, it's probably stress. And I thought, yeah, it's probably stress. And from then on out, I made a lot of excuses for his behavior in the name of stress. We're poor, we're going through finals, we're studying for the bar, he's clerking for a circuit court judge, and we're not making a lot of money. Anytime there were huge incidents from him, I would just make excuses because I thought, once we have money and once we have our home and, we have a beautiful family, everything's going to be great, or so I thought. And one of the many lowest points was when we were on our way to see family. It was a 13-hour drive, and he sneered at me that I will never be a partner's wife. And that was a couple of years before I was discarded for his mistress. And during the period of that discard, he said, no man will want a mother of 4 kids, his 4 kids, mind you, in her 40s. And this is why you never build a man. If a man has weak character, success does not fix that, it fuels it.
Okay, I think we all got that. When you build a man, when you're with a man at his lowest, just know that you're not his ideal woman. You're only the woman that he's with to build his life. He's using you to get to the top. When he uses you to get to where he wants to be, he discards you and he gets with his ideal woman. Men love to impress a woman. Men love to be admired by their woman. And when you're not admiring him, when he's not getting all that from you, he's obviously going to be looking for that outside. And when you've seen a man at his lowest, 90% of the time, he would feel emasculated. He would not feel like he can impress you anymore. So he would go seeking for a girl that he can still impress. And here's the thing. A man that genuinely likes you and wants to be with you and wants to take care of you, a man that sees you as his ideal woman, would not want you to see him at his lowest. Personally, I don't believe in struggle love. Some people believe in it, but I don't. Because any man that you knew when he was struggling and you stuck by him and you saw him at his lowest, when he was poor, when he was crying, when he was sad, when he had nothing, he would know that it is going to be hard for you to respect him, no matter the amount of money he makes. Come on, that's why there's over-familiarity amongst friends and amongst siblings, because you all have seen each other at your lowest. Both of you knew when you had nothing. There's just some level of mystery that is gone forever. There's some level of respect that can never be expected from someone that has seen you at your lowest, that knows where you're coming from, that watched you throughout your journey from becoming nobody to becoming somebody. There's just some over-familiarity that would definitely kick in. And men know this. So when they are at their lowest, they look for a woman that wants to build with them. They look for a woman that loves them, a woman that still believes in building with a man, a woman that loves them more than they do. Most of the time, they go for a woman that is not really their type, a woman that is willing to build with them. And when you build with them, they leave you for a girl that they can impress. And the girl that he's going to leave you for would definitely be no match with you. As long as his ego, his pride is in check with this woman, he would leave you for her. As long as she's impressed by him, he would leave you for her. Never let a man use you to get to the top and leave you behind when he's there for some lady that never played a role in his success story.
As a woman, you should never ever help a man build, and here's why. Stop letting people glorify the struggle story where a woman sacrifices her soul, her mind, her health to help a man become. Because too often, once that man becomes what he's trying to be, or once he goes where he's trying to go, that woman gets left behind. You're not his mother. You're not his therapist. You're not this builder. You're a queen. So don't step down just to help someone rise who is never planning to lift you. Because the truth of the matter is this: his ego can't handle your help. And here's the truth. A lot of men don't know how to even handle being helped by a woman because their ego doesn't say thank you. It says, you made me feel weak. And that's the danger of patriarchy. You see, they're taught that a man must arrive by himself. So when you help him, he resents you. You helped him rise. You prayed for him. You stayed down. And now that he's stable, he wants someone new. You see, a woman who didn't help at all gets to enjoy the version of him that you helped build. Sis, stop playing the builder and start being the prize.
I love the part where she said, his ego cannot handle your help. Men's ego cannot handle that a woman helps him solve a problem. He automatically sees you as his mother because that's the job of his mother, to help him out when he's in need, to help him build to success. It is not the job of a wife or a girlfriend. It is not the job of a romantic partner. Most men are ruled by their ego. Every decision they make and everything about their life revolves around their ego, uplifting their ego. Helping a man makes him feel like you're emasculating him. So don't even bother. You should be the prize. You are the prize. Whatsoever investment that you are thinking of investing in a man, that investment should be poured into you. You are the prize. You are the prize, and you set the standard for how a man would treat you. So when you start pouring into a man, when you start building a man, when you start helping him out, you're only signaling to him that he is the prize. And he's going to treat you like he is the prize. The same thing happens when you stop pouring into him, when you stop trying to help him out, when you stop trying to build him and build yourself instead, pour into yourself instead. He begins to see the value in you and sees you as the prize. Why? Because you're pouring into yourself. Why? Because you are the one that matters. You're signaling to him that, no, I am the one that matters in this relationship. I am the value. I am the prize. And not the other way around. When you're pouring into him, you make him feel like he's the prize. You're signaling to him that he is more valuable than you. So you understand the picture right now. Do not pour into a man. It's not worth it. It is bad investment for a woman to invest into a man. You see that struggle love that most women did in the past, or so many women used to believe in? No, that is a thing of the past. Women have learned over time and women have awakened to reality. Men are not worth that. You are not supposed to do that. You are a woman. You are the feminine. You are your primary responsibility. It is not your responsibility to mother a man. It is not your responsibility to help a man when he is low. If a man is at his lowest, you should let him figure out his life. He's on his life's journey. He's on his life's path. You should let him figure it out himself. Then when he's done figuring it out and he's good, he comes to you. Why? Because you are the prize. And if you know that you are the prize, he should earn you. He should work and build himself enough to be able to earn you, who is the prize. He should be trying to impress you and not you trying to impress him with what you have. No, that is a wrong mentality to go into life with, to go into relationship with. Personally, I also see it as manipulation for women that try to build men with the hopes that because you were there with him when he had nothing, when he gets there, when he gets money, he's going to now spend on you. He's going to now see you as his queen, as his savior. I think that is manipulation. It is manipulation, and that is why it always does a 360 and comes back to bite you in the butt. If you want to help someone, just help them because you just want to help them. Not necessarily because you want some sort of eternal loyalty to you. You want them to love you when he actually does not even love you. Like, it just shows that you're trying to buy love, which is manipulation. Do you get my point? You're trying to buy loyalty. You're not letting them love you from their free will.
A few years ago, I was seeing this guy, and this was before my deprogramming. I'm being super nice. One of my girlfriends was actually looking for male models for her campaign that I was running. I was directing this campaign and took photos to show to my friend, the designer. These photos, bitch, they were fucking fire. I made this man look like a top model. Again, what did he think? I'm so great. Girl, when I tell you, his confidence, the way it switched up after I got him that role, and after he did that photo shoot, this amazing famous photographer, like, this was a dream come true. Especially for a man that's never modeled before. Like, I saw that potential in him. And you know what? You guessed it. He thought he was so great. Keep in mind, we're still dating at this point, so I text him, he leaves me on red, he sees the message, does not respond. I'm like, I had this guy that should have been worshiping me, now thinking that he's this fucking god. Now having all the audacity. I'm just like, what the hell? I'm just like, dude, like, I'm making all this effort and you can't even respond to a fucking message. I call him out. He goes, Jesus, Anna, relax. I message on my own time. I was in Mexico, just got home. Today I have some time-sensitive work to do. Basic common decency is now out. Like, what the fuck? So he goes, blah, blah, blah. But yes, regardless, you and I will never be more than friends or fuck buddies. So I don't want to waste your time. You know I'm not serious like that. Bitch, what? What? You live in a garage. You are a broke surf instructor. He's also an addict.
If you come down to a man's level, he will think himself better than you. So don't even bother. Don't try it. Always know your worth. Don't go for a man that is beneath you, because I tell you, as a woman, you can never raise a man to your level. No. A man is supposed to bring you up to his level. So don't ever think that you can uplift a man as a woman. It's not possible. he would only bring you down to his level. He would literally pull you down with him to his level. So don't even try to ever bring a man up. If you must be with a man, it has to be a man that is elevating you. He has to have attained a certain level that you want to get to, so that he would be the one pulling you up. Because I tell you, you cannot bring a man down to your level. He would end up pulling you down to his level.
Of course, as women, we see the good in people, and we always see the good, and our empathy takes over and our conditioning. When we have a connection with somebody, we value that connection. We don't think, oh my God, I must be so great. But they take a bad bitch's magic energy for themselves, use it to prop themselves up, and now think they're amazing. Long story short, again, I was too nice, learned my lesson. But also this was when I was still programmed, thinking that being the cool girl will ensure respect and decency and whatever. No.
You need to abandon a man at the lowest point of his life. When he is struggling, when he is vulnerable, when he's going through some hardships, that's when you leave. Whoa. Before anybody's running to the comments and telling me how toxic I am, let's break this down further. Looking at statistics, usually it is the other way around. Men are more inclined to leave and break up with you when you're facing challenges. Women, on the other hand, are more loyal and committed to their partner once they, as a man, go through challenges. If you stand by your man's side when he's going through hardships, he will lose respect for you. You also rob him of the opportunity to further develop his character and his masculine energy to take full ownership and responsibility to make changes in his life. Because hardships, pain, trauma actually push people, also women at times, into their masculine energy, which a man to a certain degree needs to then become a better partner, father, and husband to you and your family.
On this channel, we always talk about self-worth, self-esteem, know your worth as a woman. It is very important, because a woman that knows her worth would never be found trying to build a man. A woman that knows her worth would be building herself. So it is very important for we women to understand that this is the nature of men. If a man is not trying to impress you, then you are not his ideal woman. Run away from that kind of man. If a man admires your hardworking nature, I'm sorry, he's there to use you to climb up to where he wants to be. So this always plays out the same way. Never let a man use your brain as a woman. And on that note, we've come to the end of this video. Don't forget to share your comments in the comment section. And don't forget to like this video if you found it educating or entertaining in any way. I remain your girl Joy. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a blessed day. Bye.